Hello, my Ava J foodies. Today I'm going to show y'all how I make my short ribs of beef. First, you want to start off with your short ribs of beef washed off really good. Then you want to layer them on the pan. Next, you want to season them with whatever seasonings you like, desire, or prefer. Okay? I always use the seasonings that I like. When you cook these, you may use the seasonings that you like. Okay? Y'all have to excuse my smoke detector too. It's chirping. I did change one of the batteries, so it must be another one acting up now. I'm gonna have to go on the hunt and check it out, see which one it is. And again, these are the seasonings that I like. These are some of my favorite seasonings because they bring a lot of flavor to the meat. And I'm a person that loves seasonings and I love flavor. Okay? I'm gonna rub it in. Then you want to flip them over. And I leave like that layer of fat on mine because that right there, and with the marbling and stuff in it, that brings flavor to the meat and helps the meat to be juicy and tender and very flavorful. Okay? You're going to season both sides because remember, you want to season real good. Make your meat very flavorful when you have it seasoned good. And I love onion powder. So when you see me cook and I use onion powder, you will see me use a lot of it because I love it. And it doesn't have any salt in it, so you can use a lot of onion powder. Okay? Now again, you're going to massage this side too. Get it all rubbed in. Because again, you want that meat to be seasoned and very flavorful. And once this cooks, y'all, and get all tender and delicious, whoo, it's so good. And you can taste all that flavor and them different seasonings in it. There's my ice machine, y'all. Things in my house today, I see they just want to cut up. Cause problems. Next step, my Ava J foodies, we got oil on. You want to get you a skillet and fill it with like an inch of oil or a little more because these are going to be smothered. Then you got your flour, your short ribs of beef. You're going to fry these. You're going to brown these. Not, fry them till they done, and then you just want to brown them. That's all. Okay? Get them flour real good. Flour is so messy, y'all. Don't pay no attention. It's going to be probably splashing there. Okay? Put that down a little bit. be careful. Watch your fingers and stuff with the grease. If you got on gloves, you don't want no accident of your hand going down in the grease with the gloves. That wouldn't be good, y'all. So be careful whenever you're cooking, especially when using things, you know, that's really hot like grease, or, you know, you in the oven. Just cooking, period. Just, you know, be careful, y'all. And this is for my family, so this is why I'm cooking a nice amount of them for me and my family. Okay. And this is how they look, my everyday foodies. After they're cooking it and they get that golden brownness to them, that beautiful color. That's how they look. And they get that beautiful golden brown color to them. That's how you would like for them to look. Okay, we're going to make our homemade gravy. I've made it before for you all on my pot roast video, but I'll make it for y'all again. You're going to do like 3 or 4 tablespoons of your seasoned oil that you already used to fry your meat in. Let that get a little bit hot. Sorry about the tapping, y'all. That's just a habit. I got to stop doing that. Okay. Then I just use a big spoon, because I use, like, I don't measure, y'all, maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons of flour. I just use a big spoon to dump it in there. I don't need that much. Okay. Okay, and then you just stir it around. For measurement's sake, for my new chefs that don't really know, probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons of flour. And the same thing with the oil. And then you just keep stirring it around the skillet. Now you might see me add a little bit of oil because I want to make sure that it ain't, you know, doing a lot of sticking together. And I may add a little bit more flour because I don't want my flour to be super, I don't want my gravy, excuse me, y'all, I don't want my gravy to be real thin. So you'll get the hang of it as you do it more. Like the more and more that you make gravy, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll get like your own rhythm and, you know, measurements down packed once you start doing it for a while. It takes time though, y'all, like anything else. You got to get a feel for it. And once you get the feel for it and have it down packed, then you'll be an expert at making homemade gravy. Okay? But don't be nervous or worried if it don't turn out right the first time or whatever. You know what they say. If first you don't succeed, try again. Keep trying until you get it. Okay? Practice makes better. Ain't nothing perfect. So then you just want to keep stirring it around. To let that flour brown up. You want a nice, like, caramel colored flour, like peanut buttery colored, you know, that type of brown. That beautiful brown color. Then you want to get you a cup and get you a little bit more water, because this is a big pan. You're going to get you some water, because you're going to need the water for your gravy. stirring it. That's the key. With gravy, you want to do a lot of stirring. You want to let it sit a little bit too because you want that brownness. Okay, now let me show y'all that beautiful brown color that it has. See that beautiful brown color? That's how your flour should look. If it looks all tattered and lumpy, don't get scared. That's how gravy looks in the beginning. Then you want to add your water, about 3 or 4 cups. Okay? It depends, or you can add less if you like a thicker gravy. Or if you like it thinner, you can add a little more. And then we're going to add some additional water to the pan with the short ribs of beef because they have been browned in flour, and so that's going to continue to add a thickness to the gravy once it starts cooking because they have been browned in flour. Okay? So my Ava J foodies, I hope y'all getting the hang of this. Don't be scared to make gravy. It's not hard to make. And let's make sure, my Ava J foodies, we season our gravy too. Okay? You don't have to go in. Just a little seasoning, because of course when you cook gravy, it's plain. So you just want to put a little seasoning in your gravy too. And you just use the seasonings, whatever you would like, or you can use the ones that I'm using. It's up to you. Totally up to you. Just put a little bit in there. A dab will do you. You don't want to overdo seasoning in your gravy either. Like I always tell y'all, too much of anything is not good. Okay? Now let's stir that in. Look at the beautiful brown gravy. Y'all see that color I was telling y'all about? Like that caramelish type color. Beautiful brown color. And then any little pieces of the brown flour that you find in there, just use you a spatula and stir it and just smash them down. That's all. Smash them and mix them all in. Because ain't nothing worse, a child, than some lumpy gravy. And you don't want that. So that's what you do, and then you let the seasonings and the gravy all cook in together before you pour it over your meat and your onions. Short ribs of beef. I don't make these a whole lot, but when I do, we really enjoy them because I can remember as a kid when my mom would make them and she would make hers the same way, and I loved them, and she would always have hers with rice when she prepared it for us. So that's what I'm going to have today for my family is the short ribs of beef smothered in gravy and onions and some rice and corn on the cob. And honey, it is time to enjoy. So we're going to let our gravy cook a little bit. It's getting up there. The heat is getting up there. It's starting to steam and bubble, so it's close to it. Now let me show y'all. Don't get scared. It may seem watery, but it's not. Okay, let's add our gravy to our short ribs of beef. Make Make sure you always be careful, like I be telling y'all, my Ava J Foodies. This stuff is very hot. Pour that over. You see that? Okay. And then don't worry about the gravy. The longer that it cooks, the thicker it will become. Okay? And then, like I was telling y'all earlier, the short ribs of beef have been browned in flour, so that's an additional thickener that would also help the gravy to get thicker as well. And then for these, my Ava J Foodies, we want to cook these low and slow. Okay? Low and slow. For short ribs of beef, they short, but they tough, honey. Short and tough. Okay. So then you want to set your oven for 225. Yes, you heard me correctly. 225. Yes, that low. 225. You want to cook this real early in the morning, y'all. So it'll be well done in time for dinner. So cook these at early in the morning, like 7 or 8 o'clock. Get everything prepared and get all your short ribs browned in the pan and get your gravy and stuff on it. And then what you're going to do is cover these up with foil. You're going to cook them low and slow again. 225 for 5 to 6 hours until they are very tender and you take a fork and they just fall apart. Because who wants tough meat jammed all in their teeth and you just can't enjoy it? A nice, excuse me, y'all, tender piece of meat is what you're looking for with your sides. And as I said, cook these early and then they'll be done in 5 to 6 hours. Should be very tender if you follow my directions. And then by 4 o'clock, you can start cooking your sides to go along with your short ribs of beef. And honey, 5 to 5:30, honey, it's time to sit down and throw down. So let me show y'all these beauties up close and personal with the gravy on them. Y'all see that? Beautiful, with all that beautiful brown goodness to it. The meat is brown, really golden brown, and that golden brown gravy. Honey, you will enjoy when these are done. So we're going to put these in the oven and let them go until they are tender. And till the next time, my Ava J Foodies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button for new videos.